Good Friday evening, degenerate gamblers over here at Doc Sports. How is everyone doing this fantastic? I finally have fall evening over here where I'm at. Is nice fall weather in the 80s. So fall weather means football. Fall
Yes.
weather means playoff baseball today. Fall weather means Detroit Lenny's team is going to the next round. Fall weather means
Ugh.
maybe Cubs World Series, Cubs Tigers World Series. What would happen if that? Oh
We'd have to
man, that would be
do like a remote show somewhere, like a neutral territory or
that
something.
would be that would be very interesting to see that. But welcome everyone to another episode of Betting Outside the Box. I am Raphael Esparza. The man next to me is Detroit Degenerate Lenny. We're here to bring you guys hopefully some winners for the weekend. Don't forget to drop your questions in the chat if you want us to break down a game, give us our 2 cents, anything you want for what we have. 3 college football games going tonight, a big baseball game going tonight. I can't believe this. We'll discuss that a little. I can't believe there's no hockey tonight. That was a little weird when I was pulling that up. Everyone played yesterday. Everyone's off today, and everyone's playing tomorrow. That's a little bit
The
weird. But
NHL, Canadian, it's like the metric system.
yeah,
They do
and
their scheduling a little weird.
a CFL game today, though. Don't forget
Yeah,
CFL. Was it week 18, 19? I think it is.
20, I don't maybe
Yeah,
19. They're almost done. They're almost
Toronto
done.
and the Rough Riders. So if you want us to mention anything about a game, mention you on the screen. Don't forget to drop it in the chat. We are here for you guys and for you guys only. Don't forget to hit that like button when you're watching this video because we all know the rules. If you don't hit the like button, bets don't cash.
Nobody gives.
Plain and simple.
It's that easy.
So, how you doing today, Detroit? I mean, it's a little bit dicey for you in the next hour and a half. Cocktails
I
be
mean,
flowing, stomach turning a little bit.
I mean, it is what it is. What else could you want? I mean, Scooble's on full day rest or full. He had 5 days rest, so I mean, he's healthy. He's rested. He's you want your ace on the mound and must win situation. So yeah, I mean, I feel comfortable as far as that. I'd feel a lot more on pins and needles if it was like Jack Flaherty or Casey Mize starting, but I hope those bats from game 4 carry over to game 5. Give him a little bit of run support. If he gets a lead, it's a wrap. It is because he will pitch comfortable. When he gets all worked up, he kind of outplays himself, I think, sometimes. That
You know, I
makes sense.
do. I do many shows in a daily basis, and I did one of my shows this morning. And I said I like the over. It was 5.5 this morning. It's 6 now, and everyone's like, "Why Scuba's on?" He doesn't go past the 6th inning. His last 5 starts, he's never seen the 7th inning.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be one of the boringest games. First, second,
Probably.
third, fourth, and 5th inning. And I think the 6th inning on is when we're going to see the fireworks, when we're going to see some runs, when the bullpen start getting in there. So I agree. Now it's 6 even money out there. I'm a little bit blown away. Minus 150 for the best pitcher in baseball. I know you're not at home. I know you're in Seattle. But still, when the
But they
best
kind of
pitcher is
owned
on,
him.
I know. Oh, I get that. But I'm just saying when there's only one baseball game, and there's people out there that just bet baseball, they don't bet college football, NFL.
Right,
Man,
right,
they just
right.
they're knowing that the best pitcher in baseball is on the mound with 5 days rest, like you mentioned,
Yep.
and you only lay in 3 nickels. That seems kind of weird to me. I played a little, sprinkled a little
Right.
first 5 on Detroit just for that reason because I don't think Scooble is going past 6 innings. So I think
Agreed.
why don't you just sprinkle first 5 and first 5 under, and then and see how the game is going. So that's my 2 cents on that.
I really think that both, I mean, it's an elimination game, right? I mean, this is for all the marbles, essentially. You can't win them all if you don't win a couple at a time, and you got to win this series. Both managers will have a quick hook. If they look like
Yes.
they're in trouble, they're both going to, they'd rather. AJ had said this very well a couple weeks ago, I think, at a press conference or somewhere in an interview, and it really like kind of sat with me. But he's like, I'd rather pull a guy early than pull him late. Like I'd
Yeah.
rather be a couple batters ahead of the schedule and mess that up than be behind and mess that up. So But then you get Scooble. He'll fight. He's not coming without kicking and screaming in this game. So, but that being said, he goes 5 unless he gets somehow, I don't even want to say it out loud, but he gets racked up a little bit or something like that. But I don't see.
I'm hoping not to be. I'll play devil's advocate. I'm hoping both pitchers get racked up because that's basically we want to see a entertaining game. I mean, the Dodgers were 0-0 for like forever. Yesterday, I kind of want to see some runs. Chicks dig the long ball. I want to see some runs.
Dig the long ball. Oh, that's true. Listen, I bet the over 5.5 at the very end of Game 4. I immediately went on there and bet the over, and I knew Scooble would be pitching. I think both these guys can go 5, and it's still a 2-2 game at the end of 5, and that's high scoring.
Yeah,
that's high. I mean, it's probably more like 0-0, right? But both of these bullpens are not overly exciting. So that's where you're going to get a long ball. I mean, if you really wanted to get degenerate about it, you bet the Tigers, or you bet it under first 5 and over full game.
Yeah.
And try and really call your shot, kind of. But I'll be in playing. I'm going to try and not in play it. I have a bet on the Tigers. I have the over, and I bet Scooble over 9.5 strikeouts. I did because game 2, I didn't bet his over strikeout props when it was at 8.5, and I was like, oh, this is too high. It's ridiculous. No, 7.5.
So you don't bet 8.5. You bet 9.5.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't like 8.5, and then he goes out and gets 14, and I'm like, son of a just showed me up. So now I'm like, oh, 9.5, take my money. So
he'll have 4, he'll have 4 today.
Yeah, right. He'll have 4, go 2 innings, and I'll be like, oh my God. But no, I think he gets his. I really think you're on, like, to what you said. It's gonna not be it's not gonna be an exciting game, I don't think.
No.
Like, I'm gonna be excited about this game, but I don't think the everyday baseball fan is gonna, maybe South Florida, North Texas get some more action than the MLB game. But you mentioned there's only a couple football games on college football, and you're forgetting the Ivy League. There's some marquee matchups in the Ivy League. Marist and Penn, that game, that's closer than you'd think. Lay the Wood with Harvard. Those are free. There's some free action just for the hell of it, because nobody is going to do a free pick on Harvard Cornell.
Did you do a video on it?
No, nobody's going to. So just pay attention, hit the like button for that alone. Lay the 30+ points. Cornell.
Well, we had excitement last night as the Giants beat up on the defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles. And in the baseball games, I mean, all 3 TVs were, if you had all 3 of them on it, because they were going all at once. Cubs game was in the first inning, the Dodger game was going on, and then you had the football game. What did you think of that football game yesterday? Right? Were you a little bit shocked at how easily the Giants beat the Eagles?
So I didn't get overly invested in it because I'm out of Survivor, still a little bitter from last Thursday night. It might have been the first Thursday night anniversary of me getting knocked out of Circuit Survivor. It's kind of how I look at it. So I didn't overly invest into it. I did have the Giants and the over in a teaser, but that was it. I didn't have any other crazy props or anything like that. I thought the Giants were a live dog, but I didn't want to bet them. So
I thought there would be a live dog, not a money line live dog.
Right. I thought like a backdoor cover kind of situation. I thought that was entirely too many points, though.
If you're a prop bettor, I think Dart and Scatterable prop bets are going to be no more value anymore. The whole Joe Public and oddsmaker is going to jack up the prices. They're going to jack up the numbers, and the betting public is going to jack up the numbers. So enjoy those prop bets. I mean, I cashed on Scatterable's rushing and receiving yards yesterday. But I think there's too bad that those numbers are out now. There's probably gonna be no more value unless there's a soft number.
I heard it last night, and you just said exactly what I thought. They're starting to refer to them as Batman and Robin. The New York public media and the fan base in New York, big market. they're going to blow these two up. And if they're actually successful, we're going to hear about Batman and little Scatterboo Robin all over the place. If they dress up like Batman and Robin for Halloween, it's a wrap.
Hey, man, how do you not make Scatterboo Batman and Dart Robin? I mean, that's just
you can't have the short guy Batman and you can't have Robin taller than Batman.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's more bigger,
more effective.
yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe call him the Batmobile and Batman because Scatterboo's
that dude's a wrecking ball.
So yeah, it was interesting to see like the upset there. Really, really shocked on how the Phillies lost yesterday. I saw someone say there's a time to coach and there's a time to hug, and yesterday was that moment where you're like, brain fart right there. If you put up the definition of brain fart, it's the Philadelphia Philly guy throwing it at home plate yesterday. It's the definition when the catcher's pointing to first base.
Yeah, straight up pointing.
The definition of brain fart is that right there. I actually felt bad for the guy. I mean, you never want to see like. I was around when Buckner the ground ball. I was really young.
Right.
Now I kind of feel bad for Bartman. At the time I didn't feel bad for Bartman, but now I just feel bad for the guy from the Philadelphia Phillies because now they have so many options. I mean, Schwarber's a free agent, just like the Yankees. Cody Bellinger's a free agent. They have these two teams who are watching have some big decisions coming up.
Absolutely. I feel horrible for that guy, especially because like Philly fans are going to just destroy him. They just are. And I hope they don't, because that's just a mental error and you hate to see it, but you wish they wouldn't have like lost in something like that. Like they would have had, you could point back, be like, if that happened in the fourth inning, we could talk about how that was a deciding factor, but it wasn't the play. To lose on something like that, that's a hard one to swallow right there. And the Dodgers just look beatable. That's what the Dodgers look. They look beatable. I don't want to play Toronto. I'm not trying to look past today. We got one game to play the rest of our lives, and it's tonight. But Toronto should scare everybody involved.
Yeah. Daniel is in the house. I think he's talking about the Indian Cowboy when he says, I see.
I see, said the blind man. That's what my
grandmother.
That's what my grandmother used to say. I see, said the blind man.
And then, of course, Stop Geo is in the house. How are you doing, Stop Geo? Thanks for watching. Daniel, thanks for watching as well. If you have any guys questions in the chat, games, free play ideas, anything you want, just drop it in the chat. We'll bring it up ASAP. Tomorrow, big day in college football. Anything kind of ring your bell?
I mean, anytime I get to play UCLA, Michigan State, UCLA, I mean, I'm all over that game. But I do like Michigan kind of going to USC. I don't really like them.
That's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a good game right there. I think the Big Ten has some very good games. I'm a sucker for the Big Ten, though. So, like, you can ask me this question every week, and I'm going to find a Big Ten game. Indiana, Oregon. Like, tune in, folks. That's just going to be must-watch television, I think. That's going to be a good football game. I mean, that's great.
Well, that's what it should be interesting. Ohio State, Illinois. Could someone score double digits against Ohio State's defense? I know they're the number one team in the land. I get that. But we're not giving that defense enough respect. And we're not giving Pat Patricia much respect for the Ohio State's defensive coordinator. I mean, he's just been on fire. Last year, when we talked about Ohio State's offense, we always mentioned Chip Kelly in the offense. We're not mentioning the defensive coordinator at all. And the defense of Ohio State has been lights out. I'm really intrigued to see what Illinois can do, because every time I see the eye on a helmet, I just think 66-10. I just think what Indiana did to them. Could we see a repeat in that tomorrow? So I'm a little bit excited to watch that one.
I got one play in that game, and I'm pretty sure I got it from your free pick video as well that I think you did on this game, on the Illinois-Ohio State, or somebody did. We do so much. There's so much content for real. I know I sound like a commercial. There's so much content at the web at the YouTube page on any game you want. You should be able to get a breakdown on. But Ohio State, Illinois team total under.
Yeah.
Period.
That's my point.
I don't know. I might even alternate bet that and get him not to score 10. Like take it 9.5 or under, or 10 and under for plus money on an alternate total. If you want to
I
get
agree.
energy. But I love Illinois. Ohio State's just going to call their number.
Yep.
You know, now that being said, Illinois will probably win this game 21-17.
DJ Burrows is in the house. He wants to know, how do we feel about the WNBA game tonight? Game 4. The WNBA could be over after tonight's game. I mean, Phoenix Mercury's shorthanded. Their leading scorer's out. I don't know if it's concussion or just a head injury. She got out with 2 minutes to go in the game in the fourth, which I think they could have probably won that game if she was maybe still in. All 3 games have blown over the total. I just think if the Aces control the tempo, they close out the series and win this one. A little bit shocked. I think last time I checked, it was still 3 in this game. A little shocked that I thought the Aces would be maybe what, 4.5 by now this evening. So I would think of maybe the Aces and tend to look at the over as well, Caesar. So I think it's the last day of the WNBA. That's what's my feeling.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here because I was on the Aces game 3 plus points. That worked out for me. I did not bet this game, but I leaned to Mercury. I lean Mercury money line here. I think the Aces, I know this is not ever happens in sports, but I think that, I'm always going to go to that public thought process. Oh, they want to win at home. They're going to just win game 5 at home. And the Mercury on the road, I mean, that would lead you to believe that. I could see the 8. I mean, this is a best of 7 series. So, I mean, right? Yeah. So best of 7 series. So I think the Aces come out ready. They're already talking about the plan and the parade and all this. So the Mercury might slip one in here. You get a gentleman's sweep, but that's but again, nothing that made me go to the window and take 2.5, 3 points. And if I'm gonna go Mercury, I'm going they either win or nothing. It's money line or nothing for me.
Would you go to the window and bet the Big Red River rivalry tomorrow, Oklahoma and Texas? What do you think? Any thoughts on that game on Saturday?
I mean, do I have to?
I just asked if you had any thoughts. I mean,
no, I don't like it. I'm not a big. So I was very high on Arch Manning. With Texas. I was very high on Texas. And now we go into week 7 of college football, and Texas is not ranked at all. So I was obviously wrong on Texas right there. So now I'm going to be gun shy in everything that they do for the rest of the year because I got a wrong take on them. I saw them wrong. Handicapping sports, sometimes you just got to chalk that up as an L. And I lost on that. And I had a wrong look on it. And it is what it is. And, Texas will regroup next year.
Yeah. I mean, Mate's playing tomorrow for Oklahoma. Is that going to be a big difference? They announced him coming in, and it didn't move the number. It was still 1.5, but it did move the total. It moved it almost a full 1.5 to go over.
Okay.
So it's going to be very interesting to see if we see a high-scoring game. Man, if the Texas loses again, does Manny think about maybe
3-3?
Do they maybe think about maybe transferring out, or does he stay? Or
so at some point, I mean, like
do you bench him?
Manning?
Yeah,
he can't transfer out because at this point, everybody in the world thinks it's him, not Texas. So if he leaves,
I can see that.
That's never ever going to be a good look for him. That can't be a good move for long term in his oops, I forgot to mute my phone. My wife's calling me. Like she doesn't know. I should answer live on the air. Why aren't you watching and hitting the like button? But I won't call her out like that because she is at a homecoming. She's in charge of the homecoming float. It's homecoming weekend here. Of course, she's in charge of the float. But anyways, back to Oklahoma. I don't understand why this number's where it's at. Oklahoma should be a double-digit favorite.
A double-digit? Wow.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. In the way Texas is played, I think they should be. So I'm wrong. I'm wrong when I look at these Texas games. I was wrong going into the season about Texas, and I've been wrong on them all year. So I ain't going to get on. I got nothing.
Well, we mentioned Indiana and Oregon,
Yeah.
which I think it's the best game on the board.
Yeah.
So before I talk about this game, why don't we just show number one of our doctor's orders right now? That's right. We are taking Oregon -7 against Indiana. That evil half a point fell off late last night. It's been solid 7 all day long. I understand Indiana money coming in. I really do. I think everyone still remembers the 66-10 whooping they did against Illinois.
Mhm.
But I think it was opened up at 9.5, got bet all the way down to 7.5, stayed at 7.5 for a while, and then that evil half point fell off last night. I don't think it should have. I just think the
Yeah.
Oregon speed is going to be too much. This game is in Eugene. This game is not in
Yeah.
Bloomington. This game is in Eugene. Let's say if Indiana maybe just won by a field goal against Illinois, or let's even lost to Illinois, which would have been a respectable loss, and Illinois was ranked at that time. This number is double digits.
Right.
I don't understand. I mean, yes, I know Indiana's been a covering machine, and I know the books have been getting crushed pretty much for the past year and a half with Indiana. But I'm sorry, the speed of Oregon is going to be too much. Normally, I try to do a prop bet or something weird for our doctor's orders, but I just couldn't. I couldn't pass this up for the viewers, for the people who are going to be watching this later. I think it's good value on Oregon -7.
I'll be honest with you. I really think that this is going to be a sweat. This is not going to be a rocket chair kind of win. I think this is a sweat. I think at the end, Oregon's pulling away and Indiana can't keep up. That's where I'm at there. But I think this is kind of a little bit of I love the 7, though. It just makes me feel good and warm and fuzzy because I hate the hook. So if you can only find 7, you should bet this right now because you can find 7. But if you wait till tomorrow morning, I think you'll find 7.5. This number dipped down, and I think it goes back up. I think you're going to get a lot of Oregon money in tomorrow morning.
I have a feeling you're right on that. It wouldn't shock me if we see 7.5. So get it now, because if you wake up in the morning and it's 7.5, then you're like, oh, should I buy that half a point? No, you had your chances.
You had your chance.
To get
I
it
told
at
you.
7. So I wouldn't buy the half a point. But that's our doctor's orders. I'm going to take Oregon -7 with the great number against Indiana, which I believe is going to be the best game on the board. And who would have thought the Oregon quarterback Mate and Indiana's quarterback could be 1 and 2 as the #1 draft picks? And when we all were talking about Manning and the LSU quarterback before the season started, now we're talking Oregon quarterback and Indiana quarterback maybe going 1-2 in the draft. It's just so weird just to say.
Game. This is going to be
I can't wait to watch.
I really think you'll be able to get on this early in the first quarter on both sides plus points here. If you really like Indiana, you missed your opportunity with the hook. Wait till tomorrow morning. Take the 7.5. If best case scenario, Indiana scores first, and I could get Oregon even lower. I think this is going to be a phenomenal game here.
It should be. Yeah, I can't wait to watch this. Let's kick off some Sunday NFL action out there. I'm sorry. The 1:00 Eastern Standard Time schedule in the NFL might be the world's worst NFL. Look, you tell me right now, what game is really good in the 1:00 Eastern Standard Time?
I knew you were going to bring this up. I knew you were going to.
It's awful.
It's not great. Okay, it's not. But if you would have looked at this before the beginning of the year, Baltimore and the Ravens and the Rams,
I'll give you that one.
Would have been a great game. Seattle and Jacksonville might be a good game.
That's it.
Dallas and Carolina was never going to be good. The Chargers and the Dolphins should have been good. The Patriots and the Saints were never going to be good. And the Denver Broncos and the Jets, that should have been a good game at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I agree. One thing I wanted to mention, Cleveland-Pittsburgh. This one opened up at 5. It's now 6. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I would grab it now. This is a solid 7 right here. This is probably one of those ones where you're trying to fill up a 3-team parlay or a 3-team tease or something. You're adding Pittsburgh Steelers. This one's going to be a solid 7 by kickoff. So I think, and Indianapolis Colts. I mean, there's no way this is going to close at 7 against the Arizona Cardinals, who just road games away like there's no tomorrow. So I definitely wanted to mention that. I mean, even though I do think I feel bad for Dylan Gabriel, who has to go to Pittsburgh. True road game going to the Steel Curtain, and the Steelers are off a bye week, so they've had a whole extra week to prepare for a lefty rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks don't go well on their first road game. As Jackson Dart, what happened to him in New Orleans? The
Yeah.
Saints beat him, so I understand a lot of love, but I'm just a little bit disappointed in this 1 o'clock game. Now, the 3 o'clock games, that's a different story. I can't wait to watch Baker Mayfield versus San Francisco. He's much watched TV. I am sorry. Yes, maybe darts, Batman and Robin, as we called them, might be much, but I'm sorry. Anytime I can watch Baker Mayfield play quarterback,
Right.
it's much watched TV.
Good
He's
time.
just yes.
I wish everybody was healthy. This is going to be. It would be.
I agree. Oh,
it would have been a better game. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And but you could say that for a lot of games. That Cincinnati Green Bay game should have been a great game with Joe Burrow, but it's going to be horrible. Now it's the biggest spread on the board, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Green Bay, Cincinnati.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want nothing to do with Green Bay, Cincinnati this weekend because of that. Like I'll get some props, something, but Tampa, San Francisco. Now Christian McCaffrey's hurt. Starting to get banged up. It's week 6. It's right on schedule. So I'm not overly invested in this week at all. I think the Jets get a win.
Ooh, I just did a prop bet of when they get their first win. Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Man, you think the Jets beat Denver?
I mean, why not? It's in London. If this was in New York, I would love it even more.
Yeah.
Okay, but I kind of like the Jets, and I actually maybe Tennessee stays in it. Tennessee is who's scared of the Raiders? Tennessee might be worse.
I will agree with
the
you
Raiders
on
might
that.
be worse.
I kind of lean towards Tennessee if it goes up to 5. Or it's 4.5 out there. I agree with you on Tennessee. That could be a live dog, but I can't agree with you on the Jets. I just can't. But before we get out of here, I gotta ask you: Sunday Night Football.
This is gonna be a rough. This is the first time I haven't felt that comfortable going into Kansas City. I don't feel comfortable about it.
All 4 of the places who have 2.5 are probably the 2 biggest books that want you to hit that SGP.
Mm-hmm.
The same game parlay in a total. Everyone else has 2. But the 4 biggest books who want you to place your bet and what's SGP stand for? It's kind of interesting how that is. I'm leaning towards the Lions on this game. I'm not sold on Kansas City. First of all, they got their soul ripped out of them for losing on Monday night at Jacksonville. They should have won that game.
That's
hard.
It's
the mentality coming into home. The kingdom is not the same kingdom. You can win games there. Buffalo has there. The Raiders have done there. The Ravens have done there. I mean, teams have gone there.
Yeah.
And I just don't think they're worthy. Is all banged up. This is not the same. I'm sorry. This is not the Kansas City team in the years past. It's not.
I'll say this. So it worries me a little bit that they're not at their full peak. I wanted to play them so bad. Like I wanted to beat them in Arrowhead at the best Chiefs possible. Like I wanted to beat their best offense. I wanted that. And we did that though. After they won, we went in there week 1 last year and beat them. Okay. And they'll say it's because of this, that, or whatever, but whatever. This year, I don't feel comfortable about it. I don't like it. This is exactly when Patrick Mahomes screws you. As soon as you start to doubt him and this Chiefs, this is when he will come out and just curb stomp the Lions. And I'm worried about that. But if the Lions win this game, the Chiefs are done for the year.
I agree.
That'll show me that the Chiefs know that they're done for the year too.
Yep.
Because if they give up on this game, then they're already making arrangements for the trailer Travis
Wedding.
Wedding, yeah, all that shenanigans. You know, they're making.
How do you not bet
flight
Patrick
arrangements.
Mahomes rushing yards and rushing attempts? I mean, every game you should
Every
be
game.
betting Patrick Mahomes rushing yards and rushing attempts. He's a leading rusher for them. I just it's free money.
Free money.
I don't have
Yep.
I don't have the number in front of me. I like it this week, even though Detroit's defense is much better because they're healthier than last year. But if Patrick Mahomes wants to beat the Detroit Lions, he's going to have to do it with his arm and his legs. So I think that's a good prop bet for people who are watching to take a little shot at both of them, as Patrick Mahomes rushing yards and rushing attempts.
Absolutely.
But before we get out of here, let's throw up the NFL doctor's orders.
Oh, I like it.
We're going Josh Jacobs over 98.5 rushing and receiving yards. The reason why I picked this one, yes, it's the ugliest game on the board, 14.5. But if Green Bay is up big, they're going to be handing the ball off to him. I think if they want to get a big lead, they're going to throw to him and run with him early. So I just thought 98.5. I think he's projected to be hit like 105, 106. I just think he's going to be used early in the game to try to get that big lead, and he might be used to try to make the clock go quicker and just get out of there with escaping a win. So I kind of like Josh Jacobs over 98.5 rushing and receiving yards against a horrible Cincinnati Bengals defense.
He's a stud too. Out of the backfield, one screen pass, and he could have half of this at any given time here. I like this play a lot.
Yeah. So that is we split last week.
I like this play.
We split last week, so we kissed our sister last week. We went 1-1, so hopefully we can go 2-0 this week with our doctor's free orders.
We by the way, I have a gift basket on the way to Spencer Schrader's house.
Oh yeah,
Indianapolis.
We jinxed.
We told that was our bad. Betting outside the box, took full responsibility for that, and we said so in his note. We sent him a nice little fruit basket. ACL, MCL, best kicker in the league, and. We'll never do a back-to-back play again. We'll never do a back-to-back kickers.
Nope.
Don't do it, folks.
That is our bad. But thank you for everyone who is watching Betting Outside the Box. Don't forget next Friday, same bat time, same bat channel over here at Doc's YouTube channel. We have a big weekend. We have some great plays all over the board for some great handicappers over here at Doc Sports. Tell them what they also can get over at Doc Sports.
You can get a free $60 account. There's a link in the description of this video. You can click right on it, take you right to the website. Free $60 account. Use on any handicappers package you want, including Raphael's premium plays over here. You can get his weekend football pass or month pass, day pass. You Pikachu. Spend that $60 however you want on any handicapper you want. There's a link in the description. You can just click it. Real easy peasy. Set it up. Get started today if you haven't already. What are you waiting on?
Yeah, what are you waiting on? Well,
everybody's
Lenny,
doing it.
Have a great weekend. You're gonna have a night. You're gonna have a great weekend because you know what? You're playing the Blue Jays, and Sunday night you're beating Patrick Mahomes. So Lenny is gonna have a fantastic weekend, and it's homecoming weekend for Lenny as well. So he's gonna have a fantastic weekend. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Cash those tickets. Be smart. Be safe. And please don't bet what you don't have.